Ladies and gentlemen, who is going to win in Watkins Glen? We don't know, but we have 45 laps of great racing going to happen tonight as Daniel Simmons leads your field to green. He gets a good jump going into turn one. He gets in front of Rob Collier. Not necessarily. Rob Collier charging back on the outside through turn one.
Very clean, getting into turn one. Everybody respecting each other as we see contact in the back. I believe that was Tim Henderson. No, it might have been Josh Benoit. Looks like we made it through clean, up through the S's here. Off at turn four, heading for the bus stop.
Just caught a little bit of grass. Oh, he almost goes over, collecting a whole bunch of cars.
Looked like Mayhew Jr. made contact there at the top of the hill. As we see Derek Miller clear his way up into fourth. Very patient drive towards the lead as we see Golden go a little wide. Miller closes in as we enter turn two on the bottom of the S's. Looks like they're staying side by side through the S's. Not a place you want to be side by side. Looks like Miller is still going to hang it up on the outside there. Not going to even give an inch to Golden as we head down the back.
And they are still side by side going into the bus stop with the 86 relents. The 48 is now in third place. He has his eye sets on the 02 car. Green flag is out. The 6 car not getting as good of a jump as he did last time, but the 48 is prevailing on the outside, but he relents going into turn one. He gets behind the 6 car. The 48 looking like he's getting a very good jump out of that first corner. Right on the rear bumper of the 6 car going through the S's, but he gets too close. He hits the wall and spins out. The 48 car, the guy to beat tonight, makes a mistake, and it is super detrimental. We see a yellow flag for that incident. Some good racing with the 02 car and the cars as he gets a little loose. Coming out of the final corner, Tim Henderson putting on a show without a front bumper.
Oh, Saucier sends it on the bottom of turn one under Collier. Makes contact, runs really wide, sends them both wide here off of one. As we see Derek Miller coming back to the front. Not a lot of room through the S's. Got to show a lot of respect.
That move
looks like they make it through clean.
By the 4 car just cost both of those cars 2 positions. Brad Haldane already up 11 positions since the start of the race. What can we expect out of Brad here?
He's really fast, making his debut in the series. Wants to come play with the big boys out here in the NSR leagues. Putting on a great shot. As we see your second place runner, Golden, sideways in the carousel. Breaking news.
Jonathan Golden.
So we see Derek Miller back here. He's going to try and get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Just drive his way through the field here. This is some big moments for Derek Miller. If he can get one of these laps back here under green, catch a caution, get the free pass, he'll be back in the race.
As he goes ahead and passes the 21 into turn one, the 48...
Oh, Simmons is around.
Oh, Simmons.
In the S's.
Oh, we got big wrecking up front.
Oh, Benoit. Javon Thompson. Oh, Mayhew Jr.
We're still seeing him wreck. The 38 is in it as well. Benoit coming out of it with a lot of damage. He's got a hurt motor. And we're going to watch it all unfold as we see the 60 car get into the restart zone, hits the gas. The 02 gets a fantastic restart on the outside. He is going to get a nose ahead, but the 02 gets hit by the 98 going into turn one. The 02 is going to save it, though. The 60 is going to prevail on the inside in turn one.
Major contact into turn one. Matt Steven to Rob Collier there. Looks like Collier was able to come off clean as he's charging towards your leader Henderson. onto the top of the S's off of turn 4
And we got a
here,
yellow flag. We
charging
got a
towards the bus
huge
stop.
wreck in the back. Oh, big wreck. Oh, wow. Oh, he gets caught.
Oh, airborne!
That's the 02 car all over the rear bumper of this 60 car, going down the back straightaway. Is he going to make a move into the bus stop? I don't think he will, and he is not going to. He relents. The 60 car is still leading this race. He is doing a phenomenal job to keep that 02 car behind him. As they're going through the carousel now, we're going to see who gets a really good exit. And right now, we see the 02 catching up to the 60 car, but the 60 car is using up the whole track to try and get as much run as he can off of that corner. The 02 car is now coming back up to the rear bumper of the 60 car, coming through the last 2 corners, as we see the 02 come onto the outside of the 60.
As these two leaders battle, Jonathan Golden has cut the lead down to 0.8 of a second. He is on a charge. As Collier to the outside of Henderson, down the front stretch. Does Henderson dive it back and challenge him for the lead again? Collier leaves him a lot of room on the bottom, runs a little wide. Henderson to the inside. Oh, don't go side by side through the S's. It's really tight.
And they pull it out. The 02 is now the leader of this race. The 60 car is behind him, but guess what? Here comes the 86. The 86 is now going to challenge the 60 car of Tim Henderson. The 86 is pulling the fastest lap times of this race right now. He is ready to pounce on an opportunity.
Looks like Golden's still drawing closer to Henderson through turn 7. Gonna hit the right-hander off turn 8 and set up for the front stretch. He gets a great dive into that corner. He's gonna be side by side down the front. Henderson into the wall. As Golden moves into second, Haldane into third, and Javon Thompson up into fourth.
Brad Haldane capitalizing on that mistake by the 60 car, but he has a car on the inside of him now. Coming up through the S's, it's the 93 car of the car that smiles back, Javon Thompson, challenging the 39 car right now, but here comes the 60 car. And behind that is Daniel Simmons. He wants a part of the action again. We have a 4-car battle for third place.
Oh, Henderson hits the curb, saves it. As Javon Thompson, your podium master, into third, as Simmons is making his presence felt now as he's on the bumper of Henderson for 5th through the carousel.
We've got a great battle going on here. We have 4 very fast cars going at it as we speak. Brad Haldane, Tim Henderson, Javon Thompson, and Daniel Simmons wanting... Oh, and we see the 60 car get a little loose going through the last corner. He's going to lose it going into pit road.
Simmons is trying to run down Golden. He's got it cut down now to 1.7 seconds back. Can he make a charge back to second?
Oh, the 60 car broke.
It's around. Oh, no.
He's on his lid. White flag for Rob Collier. Oh, the 86 gets loose in the final corner.
Javon Thompson in a second. Haldane in a third. No, it fallen apart for Golden on the last lap.
Brad Haldane in his debut race for Nexus Sim Racing. He's going to get a podium if he can hold the 86 car behind him.
Oh, man, for Golden, he had a second place locked up and got a little sideways out of 8.
He had it.
As Rob Collier has opened up a 10-second lead over Javon Thompson right now, cruising to victory. Through the carousel for the final time, down the back, Showtime, Rob Collier, all season been up front, cannot find victory lane yet. Through 7 for the final time. Through the short chute, off to turn 8. Makes it through cleanly. And out of turn 8, coming home to the front stretch for the first win of the season in the Nexus Motor City Cup at Watkins Glen is Rob Showtime Collier.
Rob Collier, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep, got you guys.
Wow, what a fantastic race you ran. You held off to the end. You did a great job to put yourself in position. And then when you were given the position, you put a 10-second lead over second place. What a fantastic drive you did. Tell us about your race.
Well, first of all, I'm just glad to finally win one of these damn races. It's like last year, every single time I had a chance, something would always happen. And finally this year, here we go. Going back to last year, I didn't get to run this race. I was out of town, and I put in a decent amount of time in this setup to actually make it to where I wouldn't die after 5 laps. And that was a biggie. Is like I knew, it's like, if we can actually get some laps strung together, I'm pretty sure I can get out there and string them along. And with how the cautions were flying there, it's like I didn't know what happened, because we could never get heat in the tires, and it took about 2 laps before I could really do anything with anyone in front of you. And with how these cars are, it's just really hard to pass, especially if you're trying to pass the leader. They still have all that clean air, and they can dictate exactly what's going on.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like you did a fantastic job of that tonight. You went ahead and showed who was the victor here in Watkins Glen. Rob Collier, your winner tonight. Rob, do you have anybody to thank for this win tonight?
First, got to thank the wife for letting me do this and not murder me. And, of course, thank SK for putting the league on, sticking with it. Everyone that came out, I'm actually impressed this many people showed up tonight. So, real happy with that. And, of course, thanks to you guys for broadcasting this.
Absolutely. It is our pleasure to do that for you guys. We have a blast. We know you guys have a blast. Great job tonight. Rob Collier in the O2 Bluebell ice cream car, getting it done. Congratulations again.
Thanks, guys. And I'll have something more entertaining for you guys next week. Don't worry.
All right.